What's up, y'all? We back at it with another episode of In the Crib podcast. I'm gonna talk about last week's, performance, last week's game, who I thought had the best performance of the week. So let's get into it. Gonna log in on Facebook, see who all played last week. Let's see. Okay. EBK and Money Express. That was the first game that was played. Because we got EBK next week. No games this week due to holiday. I think it's Mother's Day, so yeah, there'll be no games Sunday. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. Of last week's game, we had EBK and Money Express. EBK freaking, hold on, what they do? 50 ball, 40 ball, Money Express. Y'all got built to ass, bro. That shit crazy. How y'all get beat like that, man? That shit crazy. Y'all let EBK freaking 50 ball. Really, I think they 60 ball. Trash. I don't know. I gotta recheck the score. But Money Express didn't score at all. There was no chemistry, you know what I'm saying? There was just nothing they had good going on. They couldn't leave the red zone. They drove down the field, I believe one time. Maurice did the best he could as far as on offense. We do need to see more people develop on offense, on Money Express. They need to figure out who the quarterback is. Zach's a pretty good quarterback, not gonna lie. You know, from the previous games, I've been seeing varying. I don't know why he stopped playing quarterback, but I guess he's letting other people have a chance to see who can lead this team on the offense. You feel me? So Zach is a pretty good quarterback. He's not bad. He got an arm on him. He got accuracy. But the receivers, trash. The receivers, y'all got to catch the ball. You know, y'all have a lot of drop balls. Y'all got to give Zach some help. I believe Zach is a good quarterback. I feel like he can lead Money Express to at least one win. You know what I'm saying? The only team I know from my experience in the Flag League that haven't won a game was Team 5. Trash. Team that was Mayfield's team.
Bro, you suck.
They was the only team I know that went the whole season without no wins. So Money Express, at least get a dub, you feel me? Even though y'all have one tie, but at least get a dub, you know what I'm saying? Don't be that team, to go with no wins. So, and EBK did an outstanding job. Everybody was executing, getting down the field. You know what I'm saying? He did a good job at quarterback. Receivers did good, catching the balls, a couple drops. I'm trying to see less drop. I don't want to do any more complaints. You know what I'm saying? People think I'm trolling this shit. I'm not trolling. If you dropping the ball, I'm going to post your ass, Trash! So, don't be dropping the ball. A couple players were hurt. EBK team, they still executed and dominate like they always been doing. So, yeah, great job, EBK. We got them next week. You know what I'm saying? They was talking shit on Facebook, finding old ass pictures, and I was, trolling my sisters and all, but y'all gonna learn about messing with me, bro. And EBK said play cornerback, I'm gonna be back there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be out there. Just know it ain't nothing sweet. You feel me? I gave up a couple touchdowns this league, as far as my behalf, my mistakes, my bad. I take accountability for it. But to tell you the truth, that They ain't did it on me twice. You feel me? Once that person scored that one time, I learned my lesson. You're not gonna do it again. So, EBK, you better consider on what I just said. You're not gonna do that shit again. So, I don't care who you got out there. All them young guys, bro. I've been watching football, playing the game for a long time. I'm 28 years old. Ain't nothing new. Nothing new. So, y'all gotta show me some. I'm breaking out Weapon X. The storm was coming, but yeah, Weapon X gonna be the. I'm gonna cut your heads off. I didn't get to do that in Justin League, but I'm gonna do it this league. We're gonna cut your head off. Anyways, moving on to the next game. You had Team Takeover versus Snipers. Well, Snipers didn't have, Octavius Scott, and they didn't have Lico. And I've seen a couple more players that were not there. But that didn't stop them from winning another game. Snipers fought back, Justin had some weapons. It's good to see BP for the first time coming back out there. Trash. So usually we didn't see a lot of him last season. So he came this game and he got him a pick 6, but it wasn't enough to beat Snipers. Snipers did a really good job. I believe they found, chemistry. They executed. You know what I'm saying? They found their receivers. They found their quarterbacks. Quarterback, be great, led the team. So that's exactly what I wanted to see from Snipers, So be great. I don't know if he's going to be a quarterback, but he didn't do a bad job at quarterback. So he was, him and that brother connection, the Great Brothers. Yeah, that's a good connection. That's a good chemistry. I want to see more of that. Team Takeover, I don't know what y'all had going on, but Justin needed more weapons, which he got. He got weapons, but, you know what I'm saying? Got to get to him, you know what I'm saying? There's more players on the team besides Lodi, you know what I'm saying? You got Chad, you got Darian, you got BP, you know what I'm saying? That was on offense looking for the ball. It was hitting the adjustment was hitting them, but a couple of them was dropping. You know what I'm saying? So from what I seen, all those weapons Justin got on offense, you got to get to him. You know what I'm saying? Then my boy Z, trash. He be wanting the ball. He be wanting playing time. Not a bad player. Just got to run his routes. He just got to run his routes so Justin can get to him. I'm telling you. Y'all got some Team Takeover. Y'all got an offense. I ain't gonna lie. Defense, y'all got a defense. Like, come on. But it wasn't enough to stop Snipers. Snipers was just eating y'all with the deep balls. I don't know who y'all had back there, but that getting caught on look like Roach. Trash. Team Takeover, man. You get cooked, bro. Malik got their head topping your ass. That shit crazy. All right, moving on to the next game. Free agents versus wasted talent. I ain't even want to talk about that game. But it was a good game. Felt like we could have won that game. But wasted talent, they some fighters. You know what I'm saying? From when I was watching film, wasted talent was driving down the field, mainly with their legs, with the quarterback. The quarterback was driving down the field, eating us up. So what I saw was the rushers on free agent, y'all gotta You know what I'm saying? Contain the quarterback. Charging right at him and chasing him, thinking you fast enough to get Rocco and Sosa.
Trash.
Man, them boys, they got speed on them, so they was eating us the whole time with their legs. That, from what I saw, they was driving down the field from running the quarterback. When they were throwing the ball, I didn't really see much, success, but they was having some success by running with the ball. So. But free agent was putting up a fight. I seen J5 was using his legs, getting down the field. Receivers, who was catching the ball. Seen Roach score a touchdown, D-Lo score a touchdown. I wish I scored a touchdown, but I wouldn't mind, seeing other players get opportunities to get the ball. It ain't all about me. So, but I want to score some touchdowns. So I can be, look good on my end, and people can stop saying I quit. People can stop saying I'm trash, or I suck. I really don't. They know I'm good. It's just, got to get some targets. Breezy, yeah, he was doing good. Rap was doing good. Basically, free agent was doing good, but rushers, y'all was our key factors of most of our games, and we didn't see it in Wasted Talent. So hopefully, when y'all watch film, you see what the quarterback can do to you. Hopefully, you adjust and make some changes. Hopefully, next week we get a dub against EBK. Wasted Talent did pretty good. Sosa, he was getting catches, but he wasn't getting catches on my end. You feel me? I think I gave up like one touchdown, old buddy. Yeah, the old head here, he pretty good. My bad, free agent, my bad. I take on accountability for that. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't let them put up points like that. But, yeah, it was a good game, Wasted Talent. Yeah, that was a good game. Y'all respect. Y'all got my respect. I was talking junk, and y'all proved us wrong. So, but the next game, Wasted Talent and Death Row. Now, I don't know what happened that game, but Death Row was freaking 40 balls, y'all. They was just having fun. And Death Row been quiet since last week, you know what I'm saying? But the Death Row definitely bounced back. They showed that they could still win games. And they still showed that this league, that they will go back and try to have a four-peat. You know what I'm saying? They looking forward for the championship. That's their mindset. They got championship mindsets. So they looking forward into going back to the championship. That's one thing, you know what I'm saying, in this league that was the goal, was stop Death Row from winning the championship. But Death Row is showing improvement every time. They show they can bounce back. They show they can fight. And they always have talent. So, yeah, they 40 ball Wasted Talent. I don't know, Wasted Talent just tied, but, back-to-back games ain't no joke. So far in this league, I have not heard any team win a doubleheader. So every team lost at least once when it comes to a doubleheader. So, yeah. I don't even know what to say. Death Row did an excellent job as far as winning and beat Wasted Talent. All right, moving on forwards. Who's the best performance on EBK versus Money Express? I'm going to have to go with... this is a hard one. I'm going to have to go with Kez. Kez been... Every game, this man been performing well. So, yeah, I say he was the player of the week of the EBK Money Express game. Team Takeover Snipers. I'm gonna have to go with the Great Brothers. Y'all, that boy. Yeah, y'all had the best performance of the game, player of the weeks, the Great Brothers. Y'all did good. Free agent, wasted talent game. I'm gonna have to go with Rocco with that one. Rocco was driving down the field. It led his team to a dub to beat us, free agent. I hate to admit it, just can't let that happen again. Yeah, I said it. But yeah, Rocco that player of the week of that game, and wasted talent versus Death Row. I'm gonna have to give that one to JJ. JJ was being the leader and led his team to the dub, especially with a 40 ball. Boy, hey, that's crazy. But yeah, he led his team to a 40 ball and a dub. So, don't ask me about MVPs because no, it's too many great players in the league to be even trying to see who the. You can ask Z or Ant about that, but I'm not doing no MVP. If that the case, I'll put myself, even though I ain't been doing shit, but damn, I know I'm top 5 shit. Give me some respect, god damn it. Golly. But yeah, I don't know who the MVP leaders is, but yeah. I'm looking forward to next week. Got the schedule pulled up, so talk about that a little bit before I end the video. Oh yeah, they gotta stop all that quitting and crying on our team. I'm gonna call them out, D-Lo and Jordan. Y'all gotta stop that shit, man. Too old for that. Can't be doing that when we lose. Y'all realize that when we do this shit, when this go down to being remembered, you don't want to be like Wolfpack. They're here trolling their ass, talking about dip shit and shit, and they not even a team no more. So, yeah, I ain't trying to go down like that. Y'all gotta, don't be acting like that. You feel me? Okay, next week's schedules, we got free agent and EBK. I'm going with free agent, going with my team. We're putting belt to ass of y'all, straight up. Quez, I'm gonna get you. You ain't gonna post me like that on the league. You feel me? Yeah. You ain't going out like that. You feel me? I don't even want to post no more because goddamn, I try to keep about sports. Y'all be going to stream with this shit. It's really Jordan fault. My own teammate. Can't believe he did that shit. See, now I gotta look out for people. Team Takeover and Death Row. I'm going with Death Row in this one. Justin and Team Takeover. I don't know if most of y'all players gonna show up again. Most of them was late. So, but Death Row's looking hot right now. That L them humbled them. So, but it's gonna be a good game. But I'm gonna have to go with Death Row. Death Row. I feel like Death Row gonna try to dominate y'all. Try to knock y'all off the list of the top teams. So Death Row is on fire right now. Snipers and Money Express. That's gonna be a fun game for snipers. Y'all gonna have some fun out there. Sorry, Money Express. Y'all gotta show me that y'all can play as a team. You know, help Zach out of leading the quarterback. If you know what to do as far as offensive wise, help him out. He's a young guy and he got an arm. He's very talented. I promise you, if I played for them, oh yeah, I would have been scoring touchdowns. But Money Express didn't want that this season, so
Trash.
yeah. But Zach, I see greatness in Zach. Zach he can throw. He got an arm. I feel like Maurice should get the ball more because I feel like he's their best receiver. And y'all got other receivers, but they gotta catch the ball. Gotta catch the ball. Defense, y'all pretty good on defense. You know, but offense wise, man, Gotta step it up. You gotta lead the team. Snipers, they finna have fun. I don't know if Octavius Scott gonna be out there or Lico. They wasn't there last week, but the team showed them that they don't really need a full roster, to win games. So Snipers gonna have fun that game. So I'm going with Snipers on that one. Wasted Talent and Money Express. Money Express got a doubleheader, or they finna lose both games. Man, they trash. But Wasted Talent, that's another fun game for y'all. Y'all gonna have some fun. So, yeah, I'm going with Wasted Talent on this one. So, I believe that's it for me today. As far as questions, what people been saying, trying to read in the league, all I see is them trolling me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Oh, power rankings. About that, I didn't come up with the power rankings. We discussed it with, Z. I don't know why we discussed it with Z, but he was saying EBK should be number one. Ant said Team Takeover is still number one. EBK feel like they the number one team because they got more wins than any other team in the league. They got 4 wins and only lost 1 game. Team Takeover only lost 1 game, but they got 2 wins, and then they got a tie game. So they feel like they should be, EBK feel like they should be number one team. And then we got Death Row and Free Agent. They got Death Row. People agree that Death Row should be third because they 3-1. But Free Agent is 2-2. Both teams lost 2 games. But Free Agent beat Death Row. So that's why people feel like Free Agent should be above Death Row. But Death Row won 3 games, so some people feel like Death Row should be above Free Agent. In my opinion, I posted the schedule, the rankings. I put Death Row third, meant Free Agent third because they beat Death Row. I put Team Takeover number 1 because they beat EBK, even though they lost in the game. Yes, EBK has more wins, but they beat EBK. So Team Takeover should be number 1. But not going to argue with that. I feel like Wasted Talent should be number 5 for the rankings. They 2-3. Snipers 2-3. Same team. But Wasted Talent, I think they played and they beat Snipers. So that's why I feel like Snipers should be number 6 with the 2-3 record. And Money Spreads, of course, y'all the last because y'all just trash. 0-3-1. But I'm looking forward to y'all at least getting a dub. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like Team 5 and Team Mayfield. They just trash. They defeated records. So, is there anything else? No, my nickname is not the Diddler. So, no.